chances are, if you're looking at using sponsored display product targeting, you're already using sponsored products product targeting. And so utilize all of that data that you have built up on the sponsored product side. With sponsored products product targeting, you'll generate a lot more impressions than sponsored display. There are just more ad placements, and it's in a carousel, so there's opportunity for more ad placements on product pages. So building that large data set on the sponsored product side, you can just cross-utilize it, build campaigns out in a similar manner as you would with sponsored products, use the same targets, pretty much plug and play, just take what you have on the sponsored product side and then build them out into sponsored display product targeting campaigns. So one of the things that we like to do with both sponsored product, sponsored display would be set up a couple different product targeting campaigns are centered around two different strategies. So first would be cross promotion, and that would be where if you have multiple ASIN, especially multiple substitute or similar ASIN, target your own products using product targeting. So that way you can take over placements on your own product pages. You get way better listing continuity. When somebody's looking at your page, they see all one, contiguous brand as they scroll down throughout your listing. It's really visually appealing. And key thing there is you're pushing competition off your page. And if somebody's not ready to convert on the product that they're looking at, they have a substitute product in your brand that isn't your competitors that they can convert on. The other piece would be more traditional uses of product targeting, which would be conquesting similar products. So pick ASINs, product targets that your product has an advantage over ideally. So anywhere where you're beating your competitor in price or in reviews, if you have better ratings, higher reviews, review counts, those would be favorable situations where you could use those ASINs as product targets in your campaigns. And then even market leaders where their listings are generating tons of traffic, it can be advantageous to target them using product targeting. On the sponsored display front, there are no auto campaigns. So sponsored products, you'll generate product targets through your auto campaigns, and so many sellers use them that it can boost auction prices quite a bit. Sponsored display, you often have an advantage in terms of CPC because you have to manually specify those targets, and it's just a less utilized ad type than sponsored products too. So lots of opportunities.
So how do these actually perform? So since we're saying this is kind of an extension like sponsored products, these ads actually perform very comparably to our sponsored products, product targeting ads. So overall, when we look at overall conversion rate, it's about the same. We see about a 10% overall conversion rate, meaning about 1 out of 10 people who click these ads tends to convert into a sale or an order. And so in terms of like a cost per click or ACoS wise, it's also very comparable to our sponsored products. One cool thing about the placements is that, like sponsored products, when you are product targeting, you end up in the carousel with a bunch of other ads. One cool thing with sponsored display product targeting is that you're up top and you just own these pretty prominent ad types, but you don't have to compete against other people. You're not like right next to a bunch of other products. So that's another cool piece to keep in mind. And then, like Matt was saying, so we develop our own software in-house at Ad Advance, and so we can actually set up these really cool campaign funnel structures. And so, like Matt was going through, sponsored products tends to get a lot more volume. And from that volume, we can get a lot more product targets from things like auto campaigns or from our manual campaigns. And then what we can do is we can funnel the best performers also into sponsored display. So it's a really easy way to just add this extra sales and revenue source using all the information that we've already gained. It doesn't take much effort, but now you just own even more ad spots that tend to perform well. And from an optimization standpoint, it's really easy to incorporate into our overall strategy. So I guess any other pieces you want to hit on product targeting?
Yeah, I guess one piece that we missed too would be you can add taglines to sponsored display product targeting ads. So it's just, like similar to sponsor brands, you can add copy to your ad. creative headlines. You can do that with sponsored display too. So in our last episode, we talked through some copy best practices there, and all of that applies to sponsored display. Any sort of unique attribute or differentiator for your product, call it out in your copy. If there's some sort of event coming up like Valentine's Day or Mother's Day, adding that into your headline can make a large difference in conversion rate too. So don't forget to add copy.
And one other piece too that we didn't hit at from the start is that sponsored display has this cool feature too, that if you have like a coupon that you've got or some sort of a promotion on your product page, that will actually be displayed on the ad too. So these are great to run concurrently with any promotions that you have. They tend to increase click-through rate and also tend to increase purchase rate or conversion rate once clicked if you have those promotions, just because it's that extra little incentive that we can see directly on the ad, which is pretty cool. One other piece too. So these ads, just like the sponsored product ad types, they are inventory aware too. So if you're out of inventory or you don't own the buy box, these ads will automatically shut off.